Now we take another case. What if the exponent is 1? Very simple case, but worth mentioning. X raised to the power 1. So this is always equal to x. So just like the coefficient, x has a coefficient of 1 as well, but we don't write it. So in the same fashion, if x raised to the power 1, we don't write 1, and it's simply x. So this was the unity exponent. Now what about if the exponent is 0? X raised to the power 0. So 0, any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. And I will further explain this when we will do the multiplication of exponents. So keep this in mind, that when we will be doing multiplication of exponent, I will elaborate this further. But for the time being, you can just simply say that any integer, any number raised to the power 0 is always 1. There is one exception, which is 0 raised to the power 0. This is not defined. This is an undefined number, and you will find it out when we will do the multiplication. So 0 exponent is always 1 with an exception of 0 itself. Now what about exponent of a negative number? So exponent, because currently we have studied only positive numbers. When I say negative number, I mean the base is negative. So let's take an example. -4 raised to the power 2. So this is again just like the positive, because the exponent is positive, so we will multiply -4 2 times. So -4 multiplied by -4. The important point here is that whenever we multiply negative sign with a negative sign, we get a positive sign. And 4 into 4, 16. So the answer would be 16 positive. So it means now we have another situation where -4, what about if we had -4 raised to the power 3? What would be the answer? So again, multiply it 3 times, -4 multiplied by -4 multiplied by -4, and these two minus will make it plus, so plus 16, and then this -4 stays there. Now this plus multiplied minus multiplied by plus is a minus sign, and 16 into 4 is 64. So minus 64 would be the answer. So keep in mind that whenever there is a negative sign and you have the exponent of a negative integer, you also use the sign of the base in the exponent. The easy way to remember this is for negative signs, because we are talking about negative base. The easy way is whenever the exponent is an even number, the sign of the resultant would be plus. And when the exponent, this was when the exponent is even. And when the exponent is odd, then the sign will be negative. A problem might be, for example, if you have to find minus 2 raised to the power 17. So you don't have to find what will be the sign. Just put, because this is odd, just put minus sign outside and then make this positive, 2 raised to the power 17, and whatever the number you find on the calculator, or just do the math, and the answer would be minus 2 raised to the power 70. But the most important thing is that you have to take sign into consideration. Sign is important for exponent, for negative exponent. So this is the summary of this section.